everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Still at the range, still Tuesday. And if you follow my Instagram account or you follow me on like my live streams and stuff like that, I showed you something that I don't normally do on my video. You know, I do more, you know, defensive style guns or tactical stuff and stuff like that. But I recently acquired a Ruger Vaquero. Now this is the older Ruger Vaquero, but it is like brand new. Let me show you the gun. This gun is literally like brand spanking new. Very few scratches on this, but it is an older gun. It is built on the larger frame so you can shoot hotter rounds through it. I got the box with it, the paperwork. My buddy that I got on a trade with him had everything with it, and I was pretty excited to get this. I've always had an infatuation, I guess, or something like that with old cowboy guns, and I've never owned one, never shot one. This will be the first one I've ever fired in an actual caliber. I had a 22 long rifle that was you know, a single action, but I've never owned like a 45 long Colt, which this is the caliber of this gun. It's what's chambered in. It's all stainless steel, as you can see. Even the grips basically look brand new on this gun. There's no notches in it or anything like that. Now, I will tell you one thing that I noticed, and I bet this wouldn't have got by quality control in today's times. They probably machine cut these. You can tell these might have been hand cut or hand carved. This side of the grip is rounded. This side is squared off. I think that's going to bite into my hand a little bit. Not a big deal, but I do think that this being squared off right here is going to bite into my finger. I don't know that, but we're about to find out. So if y'all aren't familiar with single action revolvers, let me get around here. You have to cock the hammer before you can fire it. If the hammer's down and you just pull the trigger, nothing happens. Now with the hammer down, there's a little trap door here on the side that opens, and this is how you load it. Your cylinder just spins. And then whenever you shut this door, the little trap door to load it on, it locks. Well, also when you're unloading it, there's a little rod. Let me walk around the other side so I'm not flagging myself with a pistol. There's a little rod right here. So as you're unloading this and spin this around, you push this rod, well, let me get up in the frame. You push this rod through, and you can see the rod protrudes out right there, and it ejects the spent casing. You know, the casing doesn't fly out like an automatic. It stays in the cylinder, and then you push that rod and it kicks the casing out, because when it fires, the casing swells and sticks in the cylinder. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put a few rounds through this thing. I'm looking pretty forward to shooting this. So we're going to put a few rounds down range. Not really worried about accuracy, although I did put a 3-inch target up and cover the group I shot at 10 yards with the CZ. So that's a pretty tight group. But so I do have a fresh target, so you know, I'll probably be paying attention a little bit. But I'm not really worried about accuracy. I just want to see how the gun feels in my hand. And then after this, we'll do like we normally do. I'll set the camera up down there, see what kind of accuracy I get. I don't know. I imagine this has a great trigger because it's single action only, but I've never fired one. So I want to show you the sights before I do this. The front sight is just a, you know, just a piece of metal sticking up, and the rear sight is just a notch cut in the rear of the frame. So, you know, I don't know what kind of accuracy it's going to do. My buddy was talking about making shots at 100 yards with this. I don't doubt it. These things are probably crazy accurate. But we're going to throw 6 rounds in here, put on some ears and eyes. We're going to see what happens. So I do have some ammo here. I do want to show you something real quick. So I'm going to be shooting these XTP bullets. They are hollow points. Here's a 45 long Colt. Here's a 9mm. So the people that aren't familiar with guns, you can see just how much bigger the 45 long Colt is than the 9mm. And we're about to see how it shoots. It is slower to load, and it is slower to unload, because unloading an automatic just requires you to pull the trigger. This requires you to push the little lever. So I'm gonna put 6 rounds in here, and that's the downside. If you miss something like I just did, you have to go all the way back around. It won't back up. It'll only go one way, and then it won't go back. So I accidentally got it a little bit too far, couldn't put the bullet in it, had to go all the way back around again, which isn't a big deal, but just note it won't go in reverse. So ears and eyes, and we're gonna see, my bill gets in the way sometimes. We're gonna see how this thing shoots. First shots ever for me out of a single action revolver in a large caliber. I think that's it. Yep, that's all 6 of them. Okay, I am going to show you this group. It is a little bit low and to the left because I'm not used to these sights yet, and the grip is a little different than what I'm normally used to. But I want to show you this group. We're at about 10 yards, and I want to show you this group, but I do want to show you how to unload it first. So like I said, you just turn it around to where the bullets or the spent casing's right there. You push that rod all the way back like that, and then this casing just comes out. Pull the rod back forward, push it back around, push it down, casing comes out. And you do that for all 6 of them. And if you go too far, like I just did right there, it don't come out. You have to go back around again, just like I said before. That one actually just fell out. Like that right there. So, you know, it's not hard to get them out, but there's automatics are a lot easier. So, you know what? Just for giggles, I'm gonna take you down here and show you the pattern I shot first out of a single action revolver. The trigger is amazing on that gun. It is low, but it's all right here. That's everything. So at 10 yards for my first, few shots, I'll take that. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put up a new target, if I can get the gnat off of me, and we're gonna do accuracy. I don't know if I can get any better than that. We're gonna find out. Okay, take 2. My target fell off. I had the little 3-inch targets covering the other little holes to try to save money on targets because I'm running a little low on them and I need to order some more targets. And it just fell off. So I had to come back and put up another target. So take 2 on the accuracy. Same thing again. I probably won't post the other one since the target fell off. So I'll go back through the spiel. What we're gonna do is back 10 yards, do some slow shooting to get the accuracy. See what kind of accuracy we got out of this. You see what kind of accuracy I got out of it just on the first few shots. So we're gonna see what we get. Only 6 rounds is all this gun will hold, so that's all we can do. Don't really want to reload again. It takes so long to do 10, but we're gonna do 6. So here's a brand new target. Little advice, if you're doing YouTube, don't use the little pasties. Once a 45 long Colt hits it, it just blows right off and then you lose your accuracy. So put up a brand new target like this. Honestly, guys, my first shots were better. You can see here, I had, 2 shots here, 2 shots here, 2 shots here. So that's probably about a 3.5 inch, 4 inch group, which is pretty terrible actually. But I don't shoot, single action revolvers. My first group was better. I'm sure the more I shoot that, the better I'll get with it. That's definitely not the group I just shot with the CZ or any of my Glock 19s. But like I said, that's not my thing. I just enjoy shooting, and I thought that'd be a cool gun to have. I'm sure that'll see more range time. 45 long Colt ain't cheap, so probably not a ton, but I'm probably gonna shoot it a little bit more today. You know what? Let's throw up some more bullets of this, and I'm gonna let y'all see me shoot it a little bit more. Maybe at least 6 more rounds. Okay, put 6 more rounds in the gun. Takes a second to load this, so I cut the camera off. There's my terrible first shooting. See if we can do a little bit better. I'm just gonna leave that up there. You can see where the bullets hit. All right, that proves I can shoot better. So that's about the third time I've shot it. They were all right here. I mean, look, I mean, it's just ripped out a hole. So I am getting a little better with the gun. I'll post both of them so you can see how crappy it was the first time and then how awesome it was the second time, or third time actually, counting the first time I put 6 rounds through it. So hope y'all like this video. Hope that's a fun little gun to you all. Something a little different on the channel. It may make a few more appearances. I do like it. It doesn't have a lot of recoil, you know, 45 long Colt. As heavy as that gun is, it doesn't jump bad. I mean, a lot of people might think it does, but it really doesn't. Really enjoying it. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. That's probably all I'll shoot it today because I got several more videos I need to make, but I'm sure that'll make more range time. If y'all like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you did because I enjoyed making it. Y'all have a great day. See you next time.